Here with the Alchemist, Rob Acosta. What's good, Rob?
What's up, bro?
I see you.
Walking first.
Walking first?
Old, man.
How you doing? You walking, then you in a running, jogging?
Yeah, the brothers.
Yeah, why you say
I walk just for a little bit just to get a warm up going. Then I jog, and then I jog a mile, and then I do sprints for a mile. That's it. And then I rest later on today. I'll run another two.
Two times.
But the one later is going to be on the streets, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Big weekend of boxing. How was you feeling about the fights, man?
That shit was ass. That shit was fucking terrible, bro.
What you want?
That shit was terrible, bro.
Which one you want to start with?
It don't even matter, bro. Them shit was ass.
All right, let's start with
whatever you want to start with.
Let's start with Romero upsets Ryan Garcia.
I knew Rolly was going to win. It is what it is. Like, if you take away Ryan left hook, which is his best punch, he don't have nothing else. Like, you see it even in the fight. Like, he doesn't really even have much of an IQ. Like, he has a lot of experience because of his amateur background, but it kind of like he doesn't have the same going into the pros. Now, the thing is, in the amateurs, you only fight maximum of 3 rounds, 3 minutes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, him going into the pros, I mean, he got fights in. His best win was Dev. His performance with Dev was he just beat Dev up. So he fought. Now, you take away Ryan left hook, he don't got shit else. He don't got a good jab. He got a fast jab, but he don't got a good jab. He can't change levels on the jab. He don't have good defense. He doesn't. I never seen him actually box. Like box, punch, slip, roll, get out. I never seen him do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He just get real lucky because his left hook is really, really fast and is really strong. But like I always said before, he got fundamental flaws. Just like how Rolly got fundamental flaws, but stylistically, Rolly was the better man.
Did it surprise you seeing Orlando Romero thoroughly outbox Ryan Garcia? Because me and you, we both predicted knockout by Rolly. I thought he would get physical with him on the inside, rough him up.
Yeah. I think Rolly respected Ryan's power though. I think when he got caught a couple times with the hook, he respected his power. But I liked how Rolly and Salas came up with a good game plan to take away Ryan's hook. Kept that hand right here. So he took his hook away, which led everyone to see that Ryan ain't had nothing else in his toolbox. So what's crazy is that you got outpointed and you lost on the scorecards heavy, to Rolly, which it is what it is. Rolly got scary power though.
All right, Devin Haney wins the wide unanimous decision over Jose Ramirez. Getting a lot of criticism from the fight. Looked a little gun shy. Looked a little overly defensive.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts? But got the W, which is the most important thing.
I don't give a fuck about the W. Thing is, what I want people to understand with Dev, Dev could box, right? He could box. Despite all the gun shy and him afraid to get hit, in his past fight. Dev don't know how to fight though. So there's a difference between boxing, biting down that mouthpiece, and fucking rumbling. He don't have that. And that's something he should, develop.
You don't think he showed you that in Lomachenko? Lomachenko was pouring that shit on.
Yeah, but
he seemed like they were fighting on the inside.
Yeah, but no, like that wasn't like, all right, if that was the case, then why couldn't he make the adjustments that he made with Ryan? But let's just say forget about the steroid use and all that. I'm talking about on paper, skill for skill. There was things that Dev wasn't comfortable with, and one of them was fighting. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have happened the same way with anybody else, for real. If you press Dev and you put the fight on him, it'll be almost the same result. Like, it's crazy that this is a man that had one of the best jabs in boxing at 135, and you threw 70 punches in 12 rounds. And you won. You landed 70 punches in a 12-round fight, and you won. So, is it credit to Dev, or do we kind of criticize Ramirez for what he didn't do? I don't know. I think that shit was ass. You're right though. That's definitely gunshot. He don't want to get hit no more. So I don't know.
Is that something that could slowly come back, or is it something that could be permanent? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, your first drink back, you already know you got what you wanted in Ryan. You might not be trying to take no chances.
He can. It could have been also like a series, like a whole bunch of things accumulated. It could have been the ring rust. It could have been, the switching. Because I know Bill Haney worked this corner, but he also had Shane. Before that, he had Judah. Before that, he had Mickey Bay. Like, there was a lot of people in the pot. So I really don't know what's going on in that team, but he got to do fucking something because he can't go to 47 fighting like that. And he definitely can't stay at 40 with the Rios and the Antoine Russells fighting like that either. So something got to fucking give.
Last joint, Rob. Saul Canelo Alvarez wins a unanimous decision against William Skull, and probably the boringest fight I've ever seen Canelo win. He landed 56 punches, I think, or 55. Skull landed 56 or 55. I can't remember. You said
the total amount was like 455 divided into them. So, but yeah, go ahead.
No, that was the normal joint, the amount thrown.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you told me that Bomac and Crawford and the team would look at this fight and they would base the game plan off of this fight.
Yeah.
Do you think that they were happy with what they saw?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to see, bro. We all know that what happens when you... That's why I know that Canelo at the end said, I don't like fighting guys like that. He had a choice, though. You know what I'm saying? So, he fought a taller guy. Even though he was in there to survive, Skull was too defensively sound, whether he couldn't do anything offensively because he didn't want to. Canelo, on the other hand, was too patient and tried to stay too relaxed throughout the fight, looking for the one or two shots. And in total, I seen Canelo throw probably a 2-punch, maybe 3-punch combination once or twice throughout the whole fight. And that was only to the body. So I didn't see much out of Canelo. Now, him cutting off the ring, people say, oh, he couldn't cut off the ring, or he could cut off the ring. He was just too patient. Canelo could not cut off the ring. That's why he struggled with Lara. That's why he struggled with Floyd. And that's bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So it was Canelo's career, in a way, was a great strategy to pick the opponents that they picked at the time, because his style was tailor-made for the type of guy Canelo is. I'm not taking anything from Canelo. I think Canelo is still one of the greatest Mexicans, possibly the greatest Mexican of all time. But all I'm going to say is Canelo won the first round in the judges' eyes. He threw 4 punches and missed all of them, but he won the first round. So I want to ask the questions to the fans. If Skull was the A side, how would that fight would have won? Because what was the difference between what Skull was doing to what Devin was doing?
Same exact shit.
I guess there's benefits of being in the A side.
Yo, I didn't even know that. You fucked me up with that. He threw 4 punches, landed none, and he won the round?
Yep, he won that round. Unbelievable.
That's wicked, yo.
Yeah. But I now, from seeing that, Canelo feet is slow. His defense ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? His punching power is still there. His relaxes, his IQ, his ability to not take so much shit is still there, even though Skull wasn't offensively, like, pushing the action. I can totally see Crawford outboxing Canelo, like, bad. Making him look like taking him straight to school. But, again, I do not see Crawford stopping Canelo. I don't see him knocking him out. I don't see any of that. I do see Crawford taking him to 12 and winning. Here's the problem. Can he really win, though? Can he really go 12 rounds
and win a decision?
And win a decision and really, really show that I completely outclassed you in every way, shape, or form. That's how we gotta look at it. That's the reality of it.
Teofimo Lopez, wide unanimous decision against Arnold Barbosa.
Yeah.
Yo, a lot of shit talking in the lead up,
Yeah.
but completely one-sided. What's your thoughts?
I thought T.O. did a massive performance. I didn't like it. Look, I don't like T.O. as a character, right? I think he did too much shit about, with his racist comments, talking about blacks, talking about Puerto Ricans. I just think he did too much on that, and then at the same token, try to steer it away and say, "Oh, I'm trying to bring everybody to Jesus." Your religious beliefs is what it is, but I'm not feeling that. So that's just me.
So when did Jesus incite racism?
I don't know, bro. But talking about his skill, he could fight. I respect his fighting ability. He definitely could rumble. I think he's super athletic, and I think he was very sharp that night. He was very sharp. His eyes, his reflexes, the way he was putting places together. The only thing that I'm going to say, it seems like his power is not being carried to that weight class, which kind of concerns me, him going up to 47. I don't know, because he fought, how many times he fought at 140?
For like 4 or 5 times. Thank you.
He did what?
I say fought like 4 or 5 times.
He fought like 4 or 5 times at
40,
140. Yeah. And how many of those guys has he stopped?
He might have stopped Pedro Campo, but that was it.
Okay. So his power is getting carried, like the way he was knocking dudes out
Yeah.
in the lower weight class, it's not him. You know what I'm saying? So now you going to 47, and you calling out who?
Boom.
You got some audacity. You got some balls on you, man. Pause. Like, you are crazy. That fight will not even go 7. You know what I'm saying? He won't be able to out-jab boots. He will not be able to be faster. He can't box better. It would be interesting the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds, because of how I would like to see how he would try to do shit. Man, as soon as he get touched, it's the fuck over. And that's it. But I thought overall, I think he did great. I would like to see T.O. and Norman. That would be dope. I like to see T.O. and Karen. That'd be dope.
I like that. I like that fight. I think Norman.
Yeah.
I think Norman stops Theo though.
I think that'll be a great fight. But yeah, I can't take nothing negative away from T.O. He still did a great job. I just don't like him as a person. But overall, I gotta respect his game.